Test. There it is. All right, here we go, guys. 2 hours. Let's do it. I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday. I don't think I'll have a coughing fit like I did yesterday, but we'll see. I'm just gonna work on the prelude. I was thinking about last night's stream. Towards the end, I just started playing a bunch of pieces, and I did notice people were staying longer. So I'm curious to know. I'm thinking. What is that? Let me see. What is that? It's my stand. There we go. If I should just make my stream, performance based and not so much practice based. So that was something I thought about at the end of my stream last night. I have a feeling at some point the stream will become that. But for now, I'm going to continue to practice and see where it goes. So it's almost been a solid month of this. So I don't know if I should do maybe I should do 3 months. See where it is in 3 months. Or maybe every once in a while I'll make a stream performance based. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're just going to work on the prelude today. Really get this down. At some point, once these pieces are like almost there, I have to practice them off stream to really work out the kinks, and nobody's going to want to hear me do that. At least I don't think. I won't be out because I'm thinking I would not be able to engage with the audience. Questions from viewers will feel like a distraction, and I don't think it would be worth it. It'll be the practice session won't be as focused as it needs to be. But for now, especially when I'm learning pieces, yeah. Maybe I should do different kinds of streams. Each stream has its own focus. Like, okay, this stream I'm just going to learn new pieces. This stream I'm just going to perform. And then maybe if it works out, this stream is going to be hardcore, like focusing, and I'm not going to engage with you very often. I'm going to be, repeating the same thing over and over and over again. I don't think that kind of a stream will do well. But maybe. And then a stream where, I'm just kind of playing the pieces, becoming familiar with them. Maybe I should do something like that. And I could put it in the title, what kind of stream it is, or maybe in the description. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking out loud. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely proud of myself for having just stuck to this for 3 weeks. So here we go. I definitely was not following the fingers that I put in there. But let's try that again. I feel like my attacks are a little weak. Like I'm not making good contact with the string. Pretty good up until that point. You know what? I sort of feel it in my wrist already. I'm thinking maybe the 4 hours yesterday. Probably not a good idea. It doesn't feel that bad, but it's like this little teeny tiny hint of it. I don't know. Fumbled up the right hand. Slow that down. I'm starting right here. Let me just do one line then. There. Something up. Let's try it again. Let me reference, since I found the originals, let me reference the originals so I know I'm using the right fingers. So those are all IMI. I'm going to put those in. What is this? Delete that. That man. Hey Rob, how you doing, man? Give me 1 second. Which program do you use to edit the sheet music? I'm actually just using Preview. I'm on a Mac, and I'm using Preview. Oops. The sheet music is just a PDF. So whatever program you use to open up a PDF. Oops. It's probably going to be what you should use. I mean, it's just built into the computer. I mean, it's not a fancy program. Preview is a program on a Mac that opens up the PDF files. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a way on a PC. Because the music. Okay, sweet. Yeah, 999. Awesome, dude. The sheet music that you see on the screen is just a picture. I just grabbed my phone and I put the music on the table. I just took a photo. I changed the contrast. I upped the contrast all the way, up the brightness all the way, and that's how it makes it look like it's a computer image. But this is literally just a sheet of paper on my table that I took a photo of. That's how I made it work. Yeah, it works. I mean, beats having to scan it, right? 999. I don't think I know any of 999. Let me see. This out of the way. Oh, that's this one. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah. Are you gonna learn any other parts to that suite? Because it looks like there's a fugue, a very long fugue. Oh, it's just a prelude and fugue. Unless I'm skipping a page. Oh no. I'm on the wrong one. Wait, no, it's just a prelude. Prelude 999. Huh. This is 8. Yeah, it's just interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. You had an issue with the 999? Okay. If it's a simple question, I may be able to answer it. But if it requires a lesson, I'm going to have to say no. Measure 31. Measure 31. What about measure 31? We usually say measure, by the way. Yeah, it is a crazy stretch. So all I do is, instead of thinking about stretching the middle finger or the pinky away from the middle finger, you can consider turning your hand a little sideways. Boom. So your first finger is a little straighter than it would be. That might make it easier for you to do. So instead of trying to do this, you see how my first finger is, it's proper, but that hurts. Whereas this is going to make it a little bit easier. You don't want to go all the way, then it just feels kind of weird. But if you could find a happy medium, find that sweet spot where you're not like this, but you're not straight. So your hand is kind of shifting over. Boom. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, no problem, man. All right, I'm going to keep working on this one. I think this is... performing that? If you're still around, are you going to be performing that anytime soon? Wait, what? M. No, it's just going to keep going. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Just make an A, and it's assumed that everything else will be alternating until we get to the A. Just for yourself. Okay, cool, man. You should record it, post it on YouTube. We can all see it. Let's double check that. No, it's not in the book. It's in here. Something I've learned about myself, I cannot do paperwork. I lose it. I misplace it. And it never gets organized. It's my kryptonite. Oh. That's what it is. Oh, this is A. AMA. Copy, paste. No. Paste. I gotta work on that. So I'm working this out, right? Oh, no, let's make that a... Beautiful. Oh, the heater turned on, so it shut my door. I'm just paying attention to my right hand right now. How many hours a day do you practice, Rob? Minutes. Do you try and divide what you do in those 20 minutes? Or you just kind of like, oh, what am I doing today? One piece at a time. So do you already have the next piece lined up? Getting ahead of myself. Still need to get 999 smooth. All right. Yeah. Just take it slow, man. Take it slow. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. If you're just stopping by for the first time, hit the like button before you go. I'm like 3 away from 2,000 subscribers. So if you like what you hear, let me double check here. Yep, I'm at 1997. Let's hit that milestone, guys. 2,000 subscribers would be nice. Honkler, hey man. Hope you like what you see. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe. So this kind of practicing, where it's like slow and methodical, will allow you to practice for a lot longer without any sort of issues. As opposed to just playing the piece over and over and over again, which I do very often. Works. I would do this, Rob. So you figured out a couple measures. That's good. But the next step would be to be able to play an entire musical phrase and then practice the phrase as opposed to just the measure. Because if you just do the measure, that would be equivalent to, like, let's say you're trying to practice saying a sentence, like I went to the store to drop off my kid, or I went to the store to drop off my kid so he can get some milk. So right now you're practicing I went, right? I went. But ideally you want to practice I went to the store to drop off my kid, another phrase, so we can get some milk. And then you practice that. And then you're sort of in that way you can make it more musical. It's a more natural way. There you go. That's on the second page. We're not there yet. Let's go back to the beginning. You know what I should do? I should make like a jar, get a jar with a bunch of like little sheets of paper and like a topic. I'll be practicing, I'll pull something out of the jar and I'll read it and then let the chat go wild with whatever whatever the topic is. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to, That could be fun. I think that could be really fun. I mean, it detracts from my practice, mindset, but I mean, maybe not every stream, but I think there's a time and place for it for sure. Oh, you know what? Let me go right to some of the problem spots. wrist there. Maybe I am overworking it. Unless I'm writing something, it actually helps me decompress my mind a bit to talk about a topic with someone. Then get back to it with a fresh start. Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Calm stream. Hope you guys don't mind. Did I get 2,000? No, did I? Hey, all right, 2,000. Round of applause. That's 15 years in the making. I hold on. Let me double. Thank you. Let's have a look. Yep, 15 years. It says right here, my channel is 15 years old. 2,000 subscribers. All right, man. Well, shoot. I got to celebrate. I was never really good with celebrations. But yeah, 2,000 is a pretty big milestone, guys. Thank you, all of you who subscribed. I really appreciate it. All right? All right. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel real good. Maybe I should do I should do something. I'll have to figure it out, but yeah. All right, I guess it's time for the next 1,000, the next 2,000. Actually, I should do the next 3,000, make it 5,000. Hopefully, it doesn't take 15 years. Crazy guitar solo. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I could take out my electric guitar, play some electric guitar for all you. I don't know what I would play though, because you know, with an electric guitar, it's more like, you know, you would need a band, or, I mean, I could just play some. I mean, like you said, Rob, some crazy guitar solo. I could do that. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So on to my next 1,000. All right. Made my day. All right, let's continue. out of curiosity, when you guys jump into the stream, can you see all of the previous messages that were sent before you joined? I think you can, but I don't know for certain. You know what? No, I think that answer is yes, actually. How could we know? Yeah. All right. I got an idea. 1 second. All right, I'm gonna derail the stream a little bit. So I have this game here. I bought this years ago. I never opened it. And this was something that I bought so that I bought it for a date night, but I never had a date night since I bought this. And it's called a game of stories. So if you guys wanna, let's see. I'm just kind of riffing off of what I said earlier, where, have a topic we could talk about. So it's just a bunch of cards. So we're all going on a date together. You're gonna like it. I think so. There's a bunch of cards there. Oh, there's another stack of cards. I'm not even sure about the rules. Huh? Okay. But here, I'll get you all started. So I'm just gonna pick a card at random. We can discuss. Am I silly for doing this? Probably. All right, here we go, guys. A time I should have admitted I was wrong. Share out if you feel courageous enough. In the meantime, I'll keep practicing. I don't know why there are two. I'm going to leave this one unopened. I don't want to mix them up in case there's a reason why they're separated. And then this die, okay, and this makes it, and then this die will make it so, we'll kind of lead it in a direction. So what was the card again? A time I should have admitted I was wrong. I roll the dice, and it says, no, I'm not going to do that one. Share something funny. So, you can give it a funny angle. I think that's how it works. There's no directions here. I got to scan a QR code to get the directions. I never liked QR codes, so I just ignore them. If you want. Every day with you. Okay, there you go. You know what my problem is? I think I lean too heavily in the other direction. I'm I admit I'm wrong when I probably shouldn't have to. All right, I'll give you guys another minute or so, and then I'll do another card. All right, I guess no one else wants to share out. Let's pick another one at random here. All right, let's see what it says. I wish people would introduce me by talking about blank rather than blank. Oh, no, I gotta put it in the bottom. Uh-oh. There it is. I feel that. Always apologizing. Yeah, but one time I did serve super salty food when my wife already told me she salted the food. Oh my goodness. My English is not so good to make a good sentence. All right, well, just do what you can. Not a good family dinner. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you. Here it is again. I wish people would introduce me by talking about. Come on. I'll just read it. I wish people would introduce me by talking about blank rather than blank. Thank you for the heads up, AH1. So I was asking Hunkler while I was muted, did you salt the food on top of, so your wife salted the food and then you salted the food again without realizing it? So it was double salted? Yeah. I fixed it, okay, Rob? I fixed it. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, that's a bummer for sure. Okay, no one wants to answer that, so here, let's see. I wish people would introduce me by talking about um, I don't know. That's actually a hard question. Well, let's see. Rather than, so that means they're used. How am I normally introduced? Dude, I don't know. I wish people would introduce me by talking about my I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one. I don't even know how to. I don't know how to how to answer that one. All right, nobody else answered it, so let's move on. Okay, here we go. Next one. Let's see what we got. Okay, someone's got to answer this one. No, we're not answering that one. Nope, not doing that one. Nope, not doing that one. Okay, so these are. We got to make this. Because, like I said, this is like, you know, you're getting to know someone. So some of these questions can be a little risque. Nope, not doing that one. Nope. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. My goodness. These are a bit too personal, guys. We gotta do something a bit more lighthearted. Okay, I'm about ready to give up on this card game. Maybe I could take out the context. I should just probably be practicing. I don't like this game anymore, guys. this was a bad idea. Because now you guys are probably curious what these questions are that I'm skipping. Here's a good one. The last time I let my anger get the best of me. It only took like 30 cars to get to that one. All right, feel free if you want. I guess maybe one more time on this page, and then I'll go to the next page. My daughter bonked me on the head with a toy yesterday. I had to cool off for 10 minutes. I was so mad. How old is your daughter? And did she do it on purpose? She's 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, she obviously didn't. I mean, I can't imagine her doing it on purpose. It must have hurt if it got you so upset, right? Oh no. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? I had heard that 2-year-olds are the most. It's not going to make sense, but once I explain it to you, it will. 2-year-olds are the most violent. A 2-year-old is the most violent a human will ever be. Not that they'll cause violence, but their ability to act violently is a lot higher than it will ever be, because they shout, they kick, they punch, they scream, they bite. So there's something to be said about that. So she was mad. She didn't want to go to bed. Now, they're not going to do a bunch of damage, because they're 2. But They definitely act out. Yeah, that would get me mad too. Because it's like, wait, is that my fault? You know? But it's not. It's just, that's the way they act. And then they become socialized. Oh my goodness. She grabbed a toy car. Wow. That's wild, man. I don't get angry. I think that's a problem, honestly. It's not a good thing to not ever be angry. I diffuse it. I'm able to just diffuse it very quickly. And it's sometimes you need to get angry. That's my problem. Here's a good one. I'm proud I stood up for myself when. There it is. I'm proud I stood up for myself when. Let's see. Shoot, I don't know. Okay, here's one of the things that comes to mind is I remember I was a high school teacher. It was my first year, maybe my second year, and there are students that are on individual education plans, the students with special needs. And so the teachers have to sign, saying that they know what's going on. They understand the accommodations that need to be made. And I was pulled into I think it was an assistant principal or a vice principal or something or other. And he was like, hey, so we're going to need you to sign this IEP, for the student. And I was like, I must have been like 23, 24. He's like, hey, we just need you to sign this right here. And all I remember was like my dad, when I was younger, says, hey, don't sign anything. You don't know what it is. Don't sign anything if you don't know what it is. So I'm like, what is it? It's like, oh, it's just an IEP. We just need a general ed teacher to sign it, and you'll be on your way. And I was like, who's the student? Like, I was questioning him. I was like, who? I don't know the student. I didn't have a meeting with the student. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Just sign it, and it's really no big deal. And I was like, listen, I'm really sorry, but I don't know who the student is. I didn't go to the meeting. I don't know what that says. I don't know what it says in the files. I'm really sorry, but I'm not signing that. And then he yielded. He was like, all right, it's all right, we'll handle it. I was like, okay, man. And I just walked out, and I was like, that was so weird. He's asking me to sign something for a student I didn't even have. Like, what? It's kind of weird. All right, we're going to go to the second page. Why is it in here? There it is. All right, I'm going to go right right there. Yes. I just thought it was really weird. Like, it just seems so random. He just wanted me to sign something. I don't know. All right. Maybe another 30 seconds and then we'll go to the next card. Let me make sure the next one isn't too risque. Oh, we could do that one. That seems to be coming along pretty good. It's also kind of not right. Kid didn't pass his class. Well, it wasn't about the kid passing a class. It was I don't know, because the kids on those IEPs, like, they need to be accommodated. So they need to be sitting in the front of the class, or you need to give them extra time on a test, or you need to make sure that, depending on what their ailment is, maybe the text in the textbook isn't big enough, so you have to give them copies that are blown up so they can see it, or whatever. Or, stuff like that. Accommodations. Yeah. Well, so it's a delay. I mean, I wish we could make it better. I don't know. But it wasn't. Yeah, it was just about. I was signing so that the student could be accommodated, but it wasn't. It wasn't my student. Like, why am I signing it? It's not my student. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Which subject did I teach? I was the guitar teacher, man. It was guitar at a high school. It's a pretty good deal. It was, I mean, most people would kill for a job like that, right? But over the years, I didn't want to do it anymore. That's for another time. Okay, let's keep this one G-rated. I wish my partner would more often. I'd answer that, but I'm not seeing anyone. I wish my partner would blank more often. I'll do this. Because the issue is legato. Legato. Put it right there. Yeah, it was a cool job. You know, I just taught guitar all day long. Appreciate classical guitar more often. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. Relax a bit. Yeah. We got it together. Also, remember, I'm a former student. Won't say when, though. Okay, good to know, Honkler. You don't have to tell me when. That's no big deal. She mostly likes it when I play I'm Yours or Wonderwall. I'm Yours. This is just a 4-chord, right? I used to teach that one in class. She mostly likes it when I play I'm Yours. Yeah. Wonderwall. Yeah, that's a popular one. Now, this is hypothetical, but I think if I were seeing someone, I think as long as they're thankful. Is this the one? No. Maybe it's in the bottom. Who was it? I wish my partner would just say thank you. You know, or just, you know. That's it. Just supportive in some form or fashion, big or small. I think that would go a long way. I wonder how many others that drop in the chat are former students of mine. That was a pretty good run. That was pretty good. That was not pretty good. All right, next question, you guys? Nah. It just says something I wanted to tell you. That's just specific to you playing the game with the person. We'll try this one. A spiritual experience that changed my life. Changed my life? I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind. I'll have to sit on that one for a bit. But you guys are welcome to share out. make sure I write that in. Or type it in, I guess, technically. No. No. Text. M. I saw Death Grips live. I'm not familiar with that group, I guess. I was giving up on making music for the longest, and watching Death Grips live reminded me that my God is music. It's how I become close to God. Real, man. That's awesome. That's inspiration for sure. Yeah, that's inspiration. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me see if I can think of anything. Spiritual experience. Change. Where did you see them perform? Are they like do they do world tours and stuff? Are they more local, regional? That's the third page. I'm not sure I've had an experience that's just changed my life. I feel like my life has just been going in the same direction. I don't know. Hip hop metal. Very cool. Palladium. Okay. 2 blocks. Dang, 2 blocks away. They must have been really loud, dude. That's wild. I can tell you this, not teaching high school changed my life for sure. For the better, for the worse, I don't know. But it wasn't like it wasn't a spiritual experience that triggered it. It was just over time. I don't know. There's some good things about it. There were some bad things about it. But it wasn't a single experience. And I think that's what the question was trying to get at. This is a good one. My inner critic loves to say ... I think for the majority of men, it'll be the same thing. You're not good enough. You could do more. What's wrong with you? I think most men can relate to that. Because that's what my inner critic tells me. Okay, Rob. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. You're welcome. Good luck on the BWV 999. Good luck on that prelude. Some pretty mean delay. If you experience delay, try to refresh, or just tap on the slider and move it all the way to the front to minimize that. Actually pretty good. All right, so nobody wants to answer that question? All right, we'll just move on. First time I saw my parents as human. the first time I saw my parents as human was, I don't know, I think probably when I was 21. It was the night of my graduation recital. I had finished playing my senior recital at Loyola Marymount. And my mom and dad, they brought a bunch of food for, after the program. And, they had food for everybody. There was a lot of people that went to the concert. And then afterwards, they put it all away into their car, and then they drove home. And then I got a call from my brother that night. And he's like, hey. I said, hey, what's going on? It's about mom and dad. I was like, okay, well, what happened? And he said, they got in a car accident. And I was like, what are you talking about? They got in a car accident. They're in the hospital. I'm like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah. And, yeah, that was scary. That was scary. And so I went, and I visited them at the hospital that night. And I guess the wheel from one of the wheels in their car just like popped off or something. And so, obviously my dad lost control, and then they ended up the car ended up rolling off of the embankment and a couple rolls. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, that was a little scary. Yeah. It was weird seeing, I don't know, I think it was my dad. Might have been my mom. It was weird seeing them in a neck brace. Just seeing them like vulnerable. Yeah. That was pretty wild. and then they said that when the people went, I don't know, the fire truck, the firemen or the police officers went to go pull them out of the car or whatever, they're like, hey, you guys work for I guess they're trying to lighten the mood. You guys work for a catering company or something? Because they had a bunch of food left over from the concert. And I'm assuming they just explained to them, what that was all about. But it's crazy you're not a teacher at high school anymore. Why would it be crazy? Your class, band, and Patterson's were my favorite. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Mr. Patterson, he's a cool guy, man. I'm actually going to see him next month because he runs, I think, he runs a part of the teachers union, the social stuff. I don't know what they call it. Community, I don't know. And he had asked me to play some music for a teacher's social, and I did it. I think it was in February. No, not in February. That was last month, October. And then he wants me to do it again this coming month. So yeah, he's a cool dude. Band is as a high school student, band is like the coolest thing ever. Because you're learning how to play an instrument, you're hanging out with people that have similar interests, and you're going to all the football games, and you're going on all these other competitions, so you're constantly doing stuff, and it's just very social. So yeah, what is that? The chair's making much noise. Sorry about your parents. Yeah, I mean that was scary for sure. But that was probably one of the first times I saw them. It's like, oh dude, yeah. Let's see. That one. I'm gonna start. You know what? Did I not delete? Yeah, I didn't delete that square. Oh shoot. That's all right. I'll start right there. How am I playing? How did I write that in? Okay. All right, next question, guys. We'll skip that one. I think these are too heavy. Gotta keep it light. Here's a good one. The person who challenges me the most. Probably my dad. Yeah, for sure. Anybody else want to answer that? Person that challenges you the most? Myself, my music is never the way it sounds in my head. It makes me wonder how Hickson and Foster are. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's definitely good to challenge yourself for sure. I mean, I think I was. I think we're interpreting that question differently. Maybe not. But, my dad will tell me, hey, like, he'll say, he'll just tell you you're dumb. Like, what are you doing? In his way of saying it, like, what's wrong with you? So I guess that's kind of the way I was interpreting that question. He's making me see things differently. Whereas you're like the person that pushes you the most. In your case is you, which is good. That's really good. Yeah, I don't think the music you hear in your head will ever sound the way it does. Maybe it will. Maybe I'm just, you know, I wasn't. Maybe I never got to that point where I was good enough to do that. Maybe some people have that ability, but I've never experienced it myself. I have no idea how Hickson's doing. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but Foster, he seems to be doing all right. I haven't seen him in a while either. It's been a year or two or three, but last I saw him, he was doing all right, man. He's he had a really nice he set up a really nice workshop in his garage. Yeah. So, all right, next question. Huh. The toughest conversation I've had with a friend. Toughest? Um, huh. It was with my drummer, my drummer, our drummer in the band that I was with coming out of college. I've never really had like serious, deep conversations with friends before, but this one is pretty up there because it was I had to be honest with them, but the other band members were talking about kicking him out, and I was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And I felt so bad because we were about to go on tour. And he's all excited. He's like really into it. He's like trying to, we're listening to the songs back and forth. Like we were listening to, I think we were just listening to like a recording that we had done in our practice room. And he's saying we should do this. Oh, listen to how you do that, or just trying to give me some pointers, like what's going on in his head. And I was like, dude, hey man, I got to tell you something. And so I told him, this was the night before we were going on tour. Well, I say tour like it was a big thing. It was just like a couple of shows in Arizona, or was it Arizona? I think one in Arizona and like two in Nevada or something. You could say it was a regional tour, I guess. I said, hey man, everyone's trying to kick you out of the band. And he's like, he just thought I was joking. He laughed at first. I was like, no, dude. They were like talking to me, like they were trying to convince me. I'm no longer saying like I'm speaking to my friend. But I'm thinking back. They were trying to convince me that it was the right thing to do. I was like, I just thought it was a little awkward, like looked kind of weird. Like, I don't know. And so I told him, and then the very next day he confronted them. I was like, oh shoot. This was the day we were leaving on tour. And he kind of teared up as he was talking to them, and we were all in the room. And I don't know if it was the right thing for me to do, but I mean, if we're all in a band together, like we have to be honest with each other. And if you have an issue, say, hey, look, this is what I see, this is what I think, and I don't know how everybody else feels. Maybe have like a little, powwow. We all come together, but look, this is how I see you, and I don't see us working out. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I want to tell you in front of everybody in case anybody else feels the same way. That would seem like the right approach to me. But to pull one band member at a time and then tell them in the manner that they were telling me, it just seemed kind of shady. Like you're stabbing them in the back. I don't know. There's a lyric from Thrice, a band I used to listen to a long time ago. He says, "True friends stab you in the front." Like, man, yeah, that's right. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, no. You just bring it out in the open. We're friends. We're buddies. We've been through some things. Like, no, this is just lay it all out. So I think that was one of the more. Was it tough? I guess it wasn't tough to do, but it just felt a little heartbreaking that I had to tell him that this was going on, and he was the subject at hand, and we're trying to cut him out. So yeah. All right, let's just go. I'll start on this line again. Again. Question? The object I wish I hadn't lost. There it is. The object I wish I hadn't lost. Nothing comes to mind. Let me sit on that for a bit. Come on. gonna slow it down. I keep making mistakes. That was better. I know. So this, so this is a necklace that I made with my brothers. Whatever, I'll just hold it like that. Did I just break it? What this? Hold on, guys. I think I just broke it. I did. Okay, I need. Okay, so I can't wear this right now. This is a necklace I made. All my brothers and my dad sat around the kitchen table. Yeah, you can see it. And we made one. I was in 5th grade. And recently I had some chest issues. And I was freaking out because I couldn't get deep breaths. Turns out, at least not confirmed, but I'm almost positive it was your first car. You lost it in a bad accident. It's my own fault. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, that's not a recipe for success. Don't drink and drive. Good lesson. Dude. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully nothing too bad came out of that. What was I saying? Yes, I had some chest issues. And I think it was the bug spray. But anyways, I took it off because they needed to do x-rays. And, and I left it at the hospital. And I didn't have it for like 2 weeks. I was so bummed out because I've worn that in every ID photo since the 5th grade. I have it on every driver's license, every school ID, any work ID, and I lost it for 2 weeks, and I was really bummed out about it. I ended up getting it back. I called the radiologist or whatever, the department, and I guess they had a lost and found for the department. But I had gone to the hospital, like, hey man, where's your lost and found? And yeah, but what kind of car was it, by the way? Let's go to the 3rd page. Delete that. I'll leave all that in there. There it is. Mercedes? Oh my goodness. Dude. But aren't those Is that a pretty safe car? 98 Mercedes, aren't those pretty safe? Aren't those pretty safe vehicles? They are. I think I'm alive, but sadly, my poor baby. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that's scary. Yeah, drinking and driving is, man, that's scary because you can kill someone. Obviously, you can kill yourself too. But I mean, yeah, that's not a good idea. Next question. Something I wish I had been told as a child. How am I supposed to remember? Something I wish I was told as a child. I don't. Dude, honestly, dude, I'm kind of glad I broke it and not something else. Making music for a living would cost way more than I would make. Yeah, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. It's not easy. Hmm. 13,000 spent, only made 200 in cash. Dude, that's that's rough, man. Man. I mean, you could try going the licensing music route, you know? Um, write music for commercials or like background music for stuff. But some people say that's like selling out, you know? You're not doing it for the art. I can see that argument for sure. But I mean, if you're trying to make money, yeah. Um, dude, start a YouTube channel. Have people subscribe to you. Start a Patreon. Yeah. Write music for businesses, jingles, indie games. That's a huge market right now, I think. Yeah. Or just, write for sound library. I sort of looked into sound libraries for a time. I never really dove deep into it. But that's a thing, write for sound libraries. And then if it's good enough, they'll put you in the library. And then if it's a popular library, you have different companies that go to the library to pull music. And there's a chance that they'll pull your music, So that's basically how it works. You can create your own sound libraries, but then, you know, you're gonna have to get the word out that your sound library is very good. But I mean, you could be creative as you want. That's something you could do. But if you're trying to do you're just trying to be an entertainer, sort of, like a popular star, rock star, or artist, dude, that's very, very difficult. Chances are slim, for sure. But that's not the only way to make money making music. This, I guess, what I'm trying to get at. Because there are people that write music, make a living doing it. You have no idea who they are. Opened a studio, having a band, making game OSTs. There you go. Beat making and copyright free music for background music. There you go. I just went too big. Okay. Yeah, do one at a time. You got to slow down. But I mean, you've already made the initial investment, right? So that's good. So you have enough to record whatever it is you want to record. So take a step back, I think, and then just do one thing at a time. Copyright free music for background. Yeah, there you go. Copyright free music. You could do that. Making game OSTs. Yeah, I did some of that. I didn't make any game OSTs, but I did try to emulate some just to practice. I mean, you just got to grind. I mean, just grind it out. Just grind it out. That's all I can tell you. Since I wanted to be better than David Gilmour and a rock star. One of the first things I told you when I met you was I want to be the best musician alive. Oh, wow. Well, you got to play every day forever. That's all I can tell you. And don't think of best musician meaning the best technically, because then you'll never feel like you get there. So you got to be the best at what you do, and then you're being the best in your own terms, and then that'll start to bring you up in because David Gilmour wasn't the best guitarist. Bob Dylan wasn't the best guitarist. He wasn't the best singer. Kurt Cobain wasn't the best guitarist, but you would consider those people like some of the best musicians. Best feels. There you go. You can say that. Best feels. Yeah, they were able to speak to a lot of people through their music. So that's a good way to think about it. Speaking to people through the music you write, not how good it is. It's good because it speaks to them, not good because it's technically good composition. Oh my goodness. You're dropping all these clues. I mean, I'm not going to be able to tell you who you are. One more time on this. Oh, I know. It's best that way. All right, all right. But I'm still here supporting you. Yes, you are. Salute to you as well. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Unless there's one good question on this card. Nah. If you want to answer that, I'll give you 30 seconds. Something I believe, but I'm nervous to share. Is there anything? Something I believe, but I'm nervous to share. I don't know. Maybe I'll have thought of something and then I could share out next time. I'll try and... I may have to sift through these cards. Get away from some of the more explicit ones. But yeah, and then maybe I'll probably do that jar idea and just post not post, have little questions, philosophical questions and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. That my music will pay off. There you go. Something I believe. Yes. That's a good one. Actually, yeah. I guess I would say I'm in a similar situation. Something I believe that I'm nervous to share, that I am on the right path. And I laugh because, my family would probably say, I'm not so sure about that. All right, dude. Well, I'm going to stop here. Thank you for sticking around, participating, answering those questions. I'm going to see if I can fix this and change my life. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very, very glad. I really, really appreciate you saying that to me. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next stream. All right? Take it easy.